Life was never meant to be easy. The truth is, life is tough. Pain is inevitable, whether it comes from people, circumstances, time, or illness. Challenges are part of the journey. You face disappointment time and time again. You've given your all, and yet it feels like no one notices. You try harder, only to come up short once more. The cycle repeats, and every time it does, hope fades a little more.
Sickness, setbacks, and failure, they feel like permanent fixtures in your life. They come back stronger and more discouraging, making you feel like escape is impossible. At some point, it's tempting to believe that this is just how life is. Maybe I'm not meant for more, you think. Maybe success isn't in my family's story. You begin to accept mediocrity because the fear of another disappointment outweighs the hope of a breakthrough. But here's the truth. Every time you accept defeat without a fight, you surrender a piece of your power. And you are not powerless. Let me repeat that. You are not powerless. You have within you the strength to rise, to challenge your condition, and to rewrite your story. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it's exhausting. And yes, it feels unfair. But the hardest battles always lead to the most profound growth.
Disappointment doesn't just happen in a single blow. It creeps in slowly, tearing at your confidence piece by piece. You've smiled through it, endured it, disciplined yourself through it, and yet it feels like you're stuck in the same place. But feeling stuck doesn't mean you're done. It doesn't mean you failed. The only true failure is giving up. And as long as you refuse to give up, you are still in the fight. What doesn't kill you has the potential to make you stronger, but not by default. Strength is a choice. Resilience is a decision. You must decide to rise above your pain, to let it shape you into something greater instead of letting it break you.
Life will always test you. It will throw hardships in your path that seem insurmountable. But here's the thing. You don't control what happens to you. You only control how you respond. Whatever your life looks like right now, remember this. It is not the end of your story. It's simply a reflection of how you've chosen to use your power up until now. And if you're unsatisfied with that reflection, you have the ability to change it. The circumstances you face, the pain you endure, and the obstacles in your way are not who you are. They're just stepping stones on the path to who you are becoming.
It doesn't matter what you've been through. What matters is what you do next. Will you let pain define you, or will you let it refine you? Life's trials can be cruel, yes, but they don't have the power to change the core of who you are unless you let them. You are the master of your own mind, the captain of your own ship, and no storm can sink you if you refuse to stop fighting.
I know there have been moments this year that brought you to your knees, moments that burned, that hurt like nothing else. You wouldn't have chosen them, but they happened, and now you have a choice. Let those moments crush you or let them teach you. Choose to see every setback as a lesson, every failure as a step forward, and every scar as a badge of honor. I've made my decision. I know I will stumble. I know I will fall, but I also know this: I will always rise. I am never down. I am either standing or on my way back up, and every time I rise stronger.
Every single day, you have the choice to stay defeated or to get back up. It doesn't matter how many times life knocks you down. It only matters how many times you rise. Strength is built in the struggle, and character is forged in the fire. So choose to rise, choose to fight, and choose to become everything you were meant to be. Because the world doesn't need more people who give up. It needs warriors like you who refuse to quit. And remember, you're not just surviving, you're building the unstoppable, unshakable version of yourself. And that, my friend, is worth every ounce of the fight.